Okay, welcome to this webinar, How to Make Your Mind Work for You so you can stop self-sabotaging and manifest five-figure months with ease. Oh, I'm so excited to get started with you guys. So this training is for you. If you are an ambitious female entrepreneur that's so ready to expand spiritually, emotionally, and financially, if you know that your purpose is to wholeheartedly share your gifts and have a massive impact on this planet, if you crave a life of freedom and abundance, and if you know that your dream vision is possible, but for some reason you might feel stuck. Maybe you've been worried about not bringing in consistent clients, or maybe you doubt yourself. Maybe you've hit this plateau in your business and you just can't seem to break past a certain income level. Well, I have had so many women come to me feeling burnt out from the hustle. They've been trying to find clients on social media. They've been undercharging for their services. And they feel frustrated that they've spent so much time and money on learning the perfect strategies and skills for their business without much to show for it. Some have even invested thousands in certifications, and they're still not achieving the success or the financial freedom that they desire. I understand this all too well because I was there too. Does any of this sound familiar? And can you relate to any of this? Well, the old way, of doing things, of working harder, working longer hours just to feel worthy of charging more and achieving success does not work. And there are only so many hours in the day, right? So in order for you to reach 300, 500, or have $1 million business, you'd have to work 24/7. And that is this subconscious program that we are indoctrinated in, is to think that we have to just keep working harder. If I just keep working harder, I'll achieve success. But it does not work, right? That is not the freedom life that you started your business for. Okay. So I'm here to tell you that there is a better, more efficient way of you achieving your goals and manifesting your dream life when you master this one thing: subconscious reprogramming. This is actually the key to quantum leaping your business into success without working harder, burning out, or self-sabotaging your results. And when you transform your beliefs on an identity level, you raise your energetic vibration and you become magnetic to dream clients, amazing opportunities, and those $1 million ideas. And in my 8-week group coaching program, Quantum Up Level, that's exactly what you'll learn how to do. You will learn how to actually show up online with unshakable confidence that magnetizes dream clients that are just dying to work with you. You learn how to actually get out of that fight or flight mode of stress and how to shift your energy instantly. You learn how to release that root cause of pesky limiting beliefs to help you transform your habits and ultimately increase your self-worth. You'll learn how to reprogram your mind for abundance so that you expand beyond monthly financial goals and you continue to attract more and more. That's how you reach that freedom without working harder. You'll learn how to hear your intuition and receive daily guidance from your higher self. So you're taking aligned action rather than throwing spaghetti at the wall. And I just want to share with you why this opportunity is different. If you have struggled with typical self-sabotage as an entrepreneur, like anxiety, self-doubt, imposter syndrome, or feeling unworthy of raising your prices, it's not your fault, okay? Because you were just not aware of your subconscious programming that's causing this. And this is what I'm going to share with you in this webinar. So I want to just put your fears to rest, because what you're going to learn about manifesting today is a little different, probably something you've never heard before. And what has held you back is this belief that if you just keep working harder, you'll achieve your goals. But I'm going to share with you why that doesn't work. And if you've ever thought this just has to be easier, you're right. So after this webinar, you're going to know exactly how to make your mind work for you instead of against you, so you can attract everything you need to manifest your goals with ease. So go ahead, please silence your phone, just turn off all notifications from Facebook or any other distractions. Because if you're serious about elevating your life and your business to 5-figure months or beyond with ease, then the next 60 minutes could change your life. My goal for this is to show you that the only way for you to truly break through to that next level of income and achieve lasting success and a sustainable, profitable online business without burning out or self-sabotaging your results is through subconscious reprogramming. And I'll share with you exactly how to make your mind work for you. And I'm going to share with you how my process has worked for other amazing female entrepreneurs that are just like you. So let me just introduce myself. Hi, my name's Laura, and I am a certified mindset and manifestation coach for female entrepreneurs, an NLP, which is neuro linguistic programming practitioner, hypnotherapist, and meditation teacher. And I've helped dozens of heart-centered women quantum leap into their dream life and manifest next level success in their business through this opportunity, subconscious reprogramming. But I've also completely transformed my own life. You guys, I went from unfulfilled, burnt out, feeling pretty trapped in the corporate world, disconnected from my true self, my intuition, and really just not knowing what I wanted in life, to a life of freedom that I am obsessed with. I'm living in LA by the beach with my soulmate. I've got financial freedom. I'm running my own purpose-driven business, and I get to travel the world, although not so much at the moment. So let me just share with you a little bit about how I got here, okay? I actually started in interior design. I was selling window coverings as a top 1% consultant in sales for a very large national corporate company. I was with this company for about 8 years, thriving. I was making more and more money every year, but I was really pushing myself to burnout. I had that belief that if I just kept working harder, that I would get more success. Working harder equals more success. And I reached 6 figures, but then I capped out. I couldn't seem to break past this income level. And it looked like I had all of these amazing things going for me. I was doing really well. But to be honest, on the inside, I was a big old mess. I was starting to feel more and more unfulfilled in this job. I knew that it was going to be somewhat temporary. I just didn't know what I wanted to do yet. I couldn't quite figure out what my purpose was. And it was stressful. I was getting more and more stressed. I was on this emotional roller coaster where things were good and then things were bad, and then things were good and then things were bad. And I was going through a bunch of complications with my family. My parents were getting divorced. I was going through a really hard breakup. And so emotionally, I was just stressed out. And I had moved to a new city. I just moved to LA, and I didn't really know anyone. All I knew was that I was meant for so much more. I just didn't know what that was. And at this time, at this pretty hard low point in my life, this actually was the most beautiful gift because it led to a spiritual awakening. And maybe you can relate, but I just became obsessed with learning about self-development. And I started learning about manifestation and how our thoughts create our reality, and we can create anything that we desire in this life, and learning all about energy through books and podcasts. And I discovered this entire online coaching world on Instagram that I had no idea existed. And this just woke me up. Like, it changed my world, really. And I started listening to my intuition, that to just started focusing on myself. I started building a deeper connection to me, in order to figure out what it was that I really wanted to do. And that actually led me to yoga. For some reason, I had this like intuitive download that I needed to do a yoga teacher training. And so I did. I didn't think that that was something that I would make money doing, or that I wanted to teach, really, but it was my, I don't know, higher self, my intuition, God, the universe, whatever, just leading me down the right path of what I needed in order to get myself on the right track. And so even though I couldn't see the entire road of the entire path, I didn't know all the steps of where it was taking me, I just kept following these little breadcrumbs. It was like when you're driving at night and your headlights are just shining just 20 feet ahead of you. That's really all you need in order to get onto the right path. And so I started implementing everything I was learning about manifestation, mindfulness, and thinking positively, being intentional, getting really clear on what I wanted. I was mastering my emotions, so I was no longer just reactive to things. I started taking control and taking full responsibility for how I was creating my life. And I realized that I had been living on autopilot, like just living on default. Things were happening to me. And I suddenly started to realize that no, everything was actually happening for me. And I had the power to learn and grow and heal through things, and also begin to take my power back and start to intentionally create the life that I desired. And I just knew at that point that this was my soul's purpose, right? Things were going really well for me. I was still in the corporate job, just trying to get out of it. And I was manifesting more money. I was led to the right coaches, mentors, manifested amazing apartments. And I actually did find my soulmate at this time. And of course, repaired things with my family. And so I knew this is it. This is what I meant to do. So what did I do? I went all in. I quit my corporate job. I went all in on my dreams, and I started my own life coaching business, because I knew that I could create a successful business that provided me the financial and location freedom that I just craved, while helping raise the vibration of the planet, teaching manifestation. So, of course, what did I do? I did what I knew best. I hustled. I am a generator in human design. So if you know anything about human design, the generators are like the energizer bunnies. They just keep going, and they keep working hard, is like ingrained in us. So I did that. I showed up online. I was learning marketing strategies on Instagram, built a website, and I was starting to have some good success with my clients. But again, I started to burn out. And again, I started to reach a cap on how much I was earning. Do you see that I was just repeating a process, repeating a program? And it wasn't until I started working with a coach and I actually learned about the subconscious mind during my neuro-linguistic programming certification. The subconscious neuro-linguistic programming is really just the user manual for your mind, how to make your mind work for you. And what I learned was mind blowing. You guys, this changed the game for how I was manifesting my process. And so there's a few key things that I discovered about myself, and maybe you can relate to some of these things, but I had all these limiting beliefs that were unknowingly sabotaging the way that I showed up and keeping me from success. And I didn't know that they existed. So one of them, this is a big one, I subconsciously feared that my success would cause someone that I truly love that's very close to me, pain. I thought that having that success would be kind of like leaving them behind and make them feel less than. So what I was doing was that I was subconsciously protecting them by staying small, by undercharging, by not truly owning my gifts and fully stepping into my power. The other one is that I believed I had to work really hard to achieve success. And of course, this led me to burnout multiple times. And I thought that I had to prove my worthiness. I had to prove my worthiness by working harder just to raise my prices or to be worthy of receiving more money. And it was actually just a societal programmed belief that I had picked up as a child. And it's not true. So even though I had this grand vision for myself and my business, these subconscious blocks were keeping me from becoming who I needed to be in order to have those things. And as soon as I released these blocks and I reprogrammed my subconscious beliefs, I shifted. I started to embody this next level version of myself. I started to believe in my worth. My self-image shifted. I was starting to attract more consistent clients. I broke past my income barrier and I didn't have to hustle 24/7. And the reason for this is because my brain started to feel safe for me to receive my desires. And that was the key to manifesting that I had been missing. So I began implementing subconscious reprogramming into my manifestation process and my coaching programs. But it's not just me. There's a bunch of other amazing women that I've helped that have got results as well. So just take a look at some of these results here. So here's one. She said, I had major blocks around money and receiving. Although I knew about manifesting, I had never successfully manifested a large sum of money. By week 3 of Laura's course, I signed a new client who paid in full for my 8-week course. Here's another one. Manifested $500 so far, and then she manifested another $60. Here's another one. She was on a roll here. She hit her goal of $2,500 just within a couple of weeks. She also manifested her dream house. And another one here. Use some of your tools and manifested a new job. Okay, so many good ones here. I'll let you kind of read through some of these. Here's another one. We used an NLP technique that helped her have a profound and lasting effect. She felt really stuck between an old way of who she was being and who she wanted to become. And basically, I helped her to make her mind believe that it was safe for her to become who she needed to be. Okay? Super grateful, highly recommend working with Laura. So if you want this too, you have to do what I did, all right, when I got started, and just visualize what you want. Okay, so I want you to just pause right now. I want you to close your eyes, take a deep breath in. I just want you to imagine right now what it would be like to have your dream life with a thriving business and financial freedom. I want you to imagine this. What would you be doing? I want you to see yourself, visualize yourself super happy and grateful. What are you doing? I want you to notice how this makes you feel. Notice what location you're in. Notice what surroundings you're in. And I just want you to notice, what does this lifestyle look like? Having complete financial freedom, what would that do for you? What would that do for your family? And how many other people's lives would be changed because of this? Think about you, your family, all the millions of women that you're going to be helping. So I just want you to seal that image into place, lock it into place. And I want you to know that this is not only possible for you, but this is meant for you. Your desires were placed in you for a reason because you are meant to fulfill them. So go ahead and open your eyes. And I want you to ask yourself, if you had all of those things that you just visualized, would it make a difference in your life? And are you ready to learn how? Good. So what we're going to cover here are 3 secrets. Secret number 1, why the key to your success has nothing to do with how much you hustle and everything to do with your subconscious programs. Secret number 2, how to attract dream clients and tap into abundance, even if manifesting hasn't worked for you in the past. And secret number 3, how getting to the root of your subconscious beliefs and your fears saves you time and money, even if you don't know what they are. So secret number 1, okay, subconscious reprogramming is the key to manifesting successful results. Working harder this old way doesn't work, and here's why. So quick little science brain fact here. You have both a conscious mind and a subconscious mind. Your conscious mind is that logical thinking mind, okay? And your subconscious mind is programmed. It's like a computer. Your subconscious mind stores all of the information you've ever taken in, whereas your conscious mind just kind of deletes, distorts, generalizes, it filters information, but everything is stored in the subconscious. And from the ages of 0 to 7, your subconscious mind is just forming, okay? And so it's accepting everything as truth through all of your experiences, what people are telling you, and it's downloading beliefs or programs about who you identify as and what you believe about the world, okay? These subconscious beliefs or programs, they dictate your actions, right? How you show up and what manifests for you, because you're actually operating 95% of the time on autopilot from your subconscious mind. So I just want you to think about this quick little example. When you are driving, have you ever driven to work and then gotten there and realized you don't really remember driving there? This is because your subconscious mind, you've done it so often on repeat that your subconscious mind just took over. You were driving the car on autopilot, and your conscious mind is thinking about a million different things, so you don't even remember the drive. Okay, so you can have conscious logical thoughts going on while your subconscious mind is running the show. You're not thinking about everything that you're doing, you're just doing it. And we tend to run on autopilot. So we are habitual humans. And whatever programs you had downloaded as a child, you are repeating those throughout your life. And until you change your subconscious programs, you will continue to repeat those. You will continue to live in alignment with those beliefs. You will always default back to your subconscious programs. So here's the thing. If you have a conscious logical goal, I want to have $1 million business, okay? If you have subconscious beliefs that contradict that, you will always self-sabotage. So your beliefs have to be in alignment with your goal. You have to believe that it's possible for you. You have to believe that money is good, right? There's a lot of we have these subconscious beliefs that make us self-sabotage because they're limiting us. Okay? Your conscious goal has to be in alignment with your subconscious beliefs in order for it to actually manifest. And this is why so many of us don't reach our goals. This is why when you set a goal of like eating healthy, and for some reason you default back and you go back to eating the pizza. This is why. So what this means is that even if you have all of the right strategies, I'll just give you an example here for business. If you have all the right tools, all the right strategies to run a business, if you are doubting yourself, or if you have these fears that you believe you'll have to give up something really important, you'll have to sacrifice something to get what you want, you're going to end up self-sabotaging because your beliefs are not in alignment with your goal. And no matter what, no matter how hard you hustle, no matter how hard you work, you won't get there. You will always default back to your subconscious programming. So take my client, Michelle. She actually came to me after investing with multiple coaches, and she had tons of knowledge and tools. She knew how to run a business, how to help her clients, but she was just exhausted from hustling on social media every day, not quite achieving her goals, overwhelmed with all the information. She became disconnected from her authentic self. And she was believing that if she just kept working harder, pushing, that she would bring in more clients. She wasn't even taking time for herself or her own energy. And so she was just depleted. And her energy was, your energy is what magnetizes people to you. With the law of attraction, you're always attracting like vibrational people, situations, and things into your life. And because she wasn't taking time for herself, her vibration was low, and she was attracting other situations to feel more stressed out about. Okay, or she was attracting other clients that were reflecting back her internal beliefs. So within just one deep dive session with me, she had a major breakthrough in reprogramming this belief about working harder. And it really shifted how she felt and what she started attracting. She says here, I had a breakthrough. I learned so much about the coaching industry that I forgot who I was, and I lost myself in the process. When I got on a deep dive call with Laura, I released a bunch of stuff that was holding me back, and she allowed me to find myself and my passion again. It shifted her entire vibration. So your success has nothing to do with how much you're hustling. Working harder is just going to lead to burnout. And you're going to attract other people and situations that are reflecting to you the low vibrational state you're in, right? If you're anxious, you're worried, you're fearful, you're just going to attract more people and situations that reflect that. And unless your beliefs are in alignment with your goal or your vision, you're going to self-sabotage. So, secret number 2, how to attract dream clients and tap into abundance even if manifesting hasn't worked for you in the past, okay? Now, you may be thinking that you've already tried manifesting. There's a lot of information out there, and maybe it just didn't work for you, okay? Now, I felt like this as well at one point when I couldn't seem to break past the 10K months in my biz. I'm like, why am I not manifesting? I know what I'm doing. Why can't I just get there? It's frustrating. Typically what happens there is that we give up. And the problem here is that most manifestation gurus, they're just telling you to like think positively, right? Reframe your negative thoughts. And although this is part of the process, your thoughts, this only gets you so far, right? Because as you learned earlier, your subconscious beliefs are really what you're manifesting from. So what I discovered is that you attract people into your life that match your vibrational frequency, and they mirror back to you your subconscious beliefs, not just your thoughts. So because even though I was thinking positively, I was telling myself that I was worthy of receiving 10K months, I didn't actually believe it. And so I wasn't living in alignment with that. I subconsciously feared that clients wouldn't be able to afford my prices, and therefore I attracted people that mirrored that fear back to me. But once I realized that it wasn't just my thoughts that mattered, but really my beliefs about myself, I reprogrammed my mindset around money so that I identified as a six-figure coach. It wasn't that I was just trying to reach success on a linear scale of trying to reach. I actually decided to just be a six-figure coach now. And when you decide to be that now in your mind, you begin to act in accordance to that, and you start attracting and creating results that are in alignment with that. So because I identified as a six-figure coach, I was able to raise my prices to match my internal self-worth. Save yourself the hustle and just start believing in your self-worth. So this raised my vibration. With the law of attraction, I started attracting clients that matched that high vibration and were excited to pay the higher price. This also worked for my client, Brittany, who also, she didn't think that manifestation worked until she tried my methods. Okay, before joining my course, she says, I was frustrated and I was losing hope in my business. I had major blocks around money and receiving. Although I knew about manifesting, I hadn't ever successfully manifested a large sum of money. And by week 3 of Laura's course, I signed on a client who paid in full for my 8-week course. If you're thinking of working with Laura, do it. Okay. Now, you might be thinking, okay, well, I can't raise my prices because no one's buying at the price that I'm currently offering. Totally been there as well, okay? But here's the truth. Once you shift your subconscious money beliefs, this isn't even a problem because you raise your internal worthiness on a deep subconscious level, right? Which makes you more magnetic. It increases your worth, your self-worth. It increases your energetic vibration. Makes you magnetic to clients that match that and that are excited to pay you. And I want you to understand this. There are clients at every price point. It's just believing in your worth that makes the difference in who you attract. Let that settle in for a minute. Let's move on to secret number 3. How getting to the root of your fears and your limiting beliefs saves you time and money, even if you don't know what they are. You may be thinking, okay, this is great and all, but I don't think I have any limiting beliefs or fears. I run into this all the time with women that are like, oh, I had a great childhood. I don't have negative thoughts. I don't think I really have any like real fears or limiting beliefs. So if this is you and you've been waiting months or even years trying to reach the success that you desire, like 5-figure months or just bringing in consistent clients, this is actually a clear indication that your subconscious blocks are the problem. You know, I too, I didn't think that I had any limiting beliefs when I first started my spiritual journey. Didn't really understand this. But again, what I discovered in my neuro-linguistic programming certification and after was that manifestations happen very quickly once the subconscious mind is programmed for abundance. Like as soon as I started to change the programming, things started shifting immediately. Okay. So it does not take much time. And I just want to share with you my client, Bridget. She also didn't think that she had any limiting beliefs, but she had been trying for almost a year to get her first client. She was trying to do it the practical way on her own, right? Just soaking up as much free information on manifestation as she could. But for some reason, she wasn't getting results. And so when we started working together, we uncovered some subconscious blocks she had around money and her identity, which we reprogrammed. And sure enough, she manifested $2,500 in 2 weeks, got her first client, and she found her dream house. Amazing. She was literally on fire. Now, you may be thinking, okay, subconscious reprogramming must take a long time, but I'm going to share with you this little secret. You can actually do this in your sleep. What? I know. When you are asleep or you're in like a hypnotic state, your mind goes into theta, where your conscious logical mind relaxes and you're able to bypass it to speak directly to your subconscious mind. And this is how you reprogram it with positive affirmations and beliefs, because your subconscious will just accept these new beliefs as truth. So the truth is here that subconscious reprogramming, it doesn't take a long time, okay? And it produces really fast results, which will save you time and money in the long run. Can you see how this would actually work for you using these 3 secrets? I hope so, because they have worked for so many women. Now, what we have covered here, just a quick little recap. Secret number 1, why the key to your success has nothing to do with how much you hustle, and it has everything to do with your subconscious programs. Secret number 2, how to attract dream clients and tap into abundance, even if manifesting hasn't worked for you in the past. And secret number 3, how getting to the root of your beliefs and fears saves you time and money, even if you don't know what they are. So let me just ask you a question. Are you ready to start manifesting the money, the clients, and the success that you desire right now? And do you want to do this and do it right in the next 60 days? So at this point, you have 2 choices. Option number 1, go it alone, try doing it on your own, wasting lots of time and money. Or option number 2, you can get it right by being coached and directed by someone that's already done it successfully over and over. Which would you prefer? So let me just share with you a quick timeline for my clients. Usually within the first week, they've started to gain massive clarity on their ideal clients and their dream vision. Within the second week, they've learned my proven manifestation process. Some have even manifested clients, large amounts of money, different speaking opportunities, a whole bunch of different things. In the third week, they've healed and reprogrammed inner child wounds and mastered their energetic vibration. And in the fourth week, they've transformed their money mindset, started attracting in prosperity. And you guys, that is just the first month. So if this sounds like you and you want to quantum leap your business goals, then let's chat. Over the next 5 days, I've set aside some time to talk to you and see if I can help you. And we'll talk for roughly 45 minutes. And we'll map out an exact action plan for you to follow so that you can hit your consistent business goals. And this call will probably be the most valuable 45 minutes you spend working on your dream life this entire year. So go ahead and book a call now. If you are currently burnt out, you're stuck in imposter syndrome, or you're just frustrated with not making the money in your business that you desire, book a call if you are ready to attract consistent clients. You're ready to raise your prices and own your voice as a leader. Book a call if you know you are meant to have a massive impact on this planet. And if you've been doing this for a while, you've tried all the things and you're ready for a real solution. And if you are ready to take the fast route and invest in yourself. So here's the link. Go ahead and click the link to apply. There's over 200 people registered for this webinar this week, and my schedule can only handle 11 calls over the next 5 days. So apply now. If you are thinking about this, apply now. Space is limited, and here again is the link. Thanks so much, you guys, for watching this webinar. Have a beautiful rest of your day.